Hey everybody, what's up? This is Hold the Truth Hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. Now, this video is going to touch up on, you know, the, the Black Lives Matter twerking thing during Martin Luther King Day. And, I've had a lot of ideas for these type of videos when I was gonna do them earlier, but sometimes something just drops on your lap to actually just make it easier to say what's going on, you know. And what's going on, why that that black chick twerking during Martin Luther King Day on Washington, and hopefully it's a huge eye opener for black men, but odds are I doubt it will be. In all honesty, the largest simp, one of the largest simps in America tends to be the black man, because the black man was bred to become a simp. Literally was bred to become a simp. You see, what that video of that black chick twerking during Martin Luther King Day in Washington to signify that this is for freedom of slavery and all that BS, which is just for attention. It basically signals just what I've been thinking and saying for years, is that when it comes to the accomplishment of the black man, it doesn't matter to the majority of black women in general, because as history has shown, we're at a very we've been at a very for a long time. There's been a I'd say a war, a civil war between black men and black women. Now, why do I call it a civil war? You have to understand the history. You see, in the 1950s, Margaret Sanger came to the black community, and she came offering black women money. She came offering to help black women if the father wasn't around. As in, the government would give you rations, would give you their attention, you know, what I'm saying? And Margaret Sanger also brought in the whole abortion thing to the black community with Planned Parenthood, which was designed to destroy the black community, and it has succeeded also. I mean, it succeeded because the black population has declined, extreme decline. You know, but let's get back to it. So, the government came to the house of the black family and told the black woman, if you keep dad out, we'll give you money. But it was really rations. And she accepted. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, one accepts, and you have a domino effect. And now the father's out on the streets. The children don't have a father. And mind you, this is the 1950s. That's why I've been telling a lot of black men that talk to me in general about, well, civil rights did this and did that. Civil rights was doomed, you know, since the beginning, because it was doomed, and the Black Panthers were doomed a long time ago, because they infiltrated the biggest thing that black men choose to ignore. They infiltrated your women. And once they infiltrated that, they basically won forever. And what happened is, to get back on track, is that the government offered the black women, we'll give you Section 8, we'll give you welfare if you kick the father out. The same government that is hunting and killing your children, your husband, and so on. The same government that allowed hanging, lynching, they say, you know what, okay, cool, because it gave her absolute power over that man. It made her priority. So okay, they kicked the black man out. Okay. Now the next step you add in, the government comes with child support. And now the government has realized, man, we can get them to openly kick the father out. Man, maybe we could do more, So they introduced child support, and child support basically isn't they create the family court. The family court isn't even part of the legal system. It's its own division and operates on its own rules, you know what I'm saying? So now you have it that she volunteers for child support and now can kick the father out. Now mind you, the black man is being hunted already. And here's the major level of damage. You see, and I think a lot of black men don't understand that this is why, the black men don't hold any power in this country, not on a large scale of political, you know, political or business, because what happened is this. Now, in the 50s and 60s, the black people fighting for civil rights and all that stuff. Now you add in, as I previously mentioned, you add in the whole government coming with the Section 8 and telling her she could kick her husband out or the father of her children, and they'll give her more rations. Instead of, and think of the destructive nature of the government. We want to help maintain the fact that you're a broken family. You know what I'm saying? That's what the government was about. So now you fast forward, and here's why the black community hasn't and will never, unless, well, it can, but let me get to it. And here's the major damage. Now, in the 50s or, I think 60s, with the whole, what I'm saying, the feminist marches, the womanist marches, well, fuck it, the feminist marches, the black woman marched with the white women, and they marched with them for women's rights. But here's the thing, you know, the white feminist has a different viewpoint than you have. Why would you march with the white feminist when you don't have the rights as a black person to technically exist, or you don't have anybody in the line of power? Basically, when the white feminist was marching, she's marching from a different vantage point. All the white men are the majority of the politicians and so on. She's marching for more rights. Now the black women march with the white feminists when them being black isn't yet fully recognized or allowed without limitation. So they march with the white feminists, and what happened is they were given a gift. The gift was, and this is where, you put the nail in the coffin in the black man, you know what I'm saying, for decades, and you get a breed of thugs and simps, is that the government made the black women a promise by empowering them to destroy their family. Now remember, the black men don't yet have any political power. They're not yet in the police system. They're not in a position where they can basically make it an issue when you oppress black men. You see, when a cop pulls over a white person, a Latino, or Asian person, they pull them over because of how, spread out politically and this group is, the cop understands that, man, if I pull over a white person, man, there's risk that this white person might know the judge, might know somebody in power, and it's universally recognized that we have the human rights in this country. So, I'm going to go easy on them because there's more risk. That person has political representation and, power power as well. So what happened is when the black women accepted child support, they basically destabilized that man. They put that man on a chain of the very quote unquote white, the white system that was trying to oppress them to begin with. So you have this system now, we're trying to kill you. Now, mind you, this is the 50s, 60s, whatever, 70s, they're already trying to kill you for being black, and what happens is now those black men that had a family are destabilized. They're put on child support, they're paying child support, and so on. Now, maybe that black man had political aspirations, and let's say, no fault divorce as well. The black women participated in that. Now, imagine you divorce a black man. Maybe he's doing good business for the neighborhood. He's helping out. He has political aspirations and such. Now you remove his power. Now what happened is, and I'm gonna do a more detailed video on why there's a civil war between black men and black women. Why there's such conflict, such tension between the two. The reason is this, man. And I'll go in more detail when I do a longer video. But the thing is this, man. The government gave, and the white feminists, when the black women march with them, they basically turn black women into their attack dogs. You see, once they got the black women to march with them, the black women think they're marching for women rights when you don't even qualify yet to be part of women rights when you're a black person first. You're black before you're a woman. You know what I'm saying? So they're marching with the white women, and they were given certain, gifts. And the gift was that same government that's attacking, the same cops and same judicial system that's attacking and killing your men. Now you have the power to use it to sick it on these men. You could sick the government and state on your black men with child support, alimony. You know what I'm saying? You basically are the, I forgot what it's called. It's not a patriarchy. It's a monarchy, whatever it is. I don't know. But it basically gave them the power, in a relationship. She could call it. You see, there's a difference when a white woman calls the cops on her white boyfriend versus a black woman calls the cops when she already knows the issues that come with that. So what the white feminists did, you got Margaret Stranger, you got all these programs that targeted the black family. And, they just needed the black women to volunteer. Had the black women came together, made a lot of noise about, you're trying to put abortion clinics in our neighborhood. And remember, at the time, 1950s and, 40s and so on, the black community per population had the most marriages and most stable families because that's all they had, especially after slavery. That's all you got. All we got. So, now they bring in abortion clinics. You allow that, you know what I'm saying? And what I could go further, but the black women volunteered to be basically the white feminist attack dog, and it allowed them in turn black men to basically, because you could look at a lot of the news. Every time a black, every time you see a death, it's usually a black man who dies. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is this, a lot of black men gone to jail, be it for child support or and so on. But the thing is this, man, the the white feminists gave the black feminists the ultimate thing. You will have the ability to literally wipe out your man. You could call the cops on him, you could sick the family court on him, and you basically are the ruler of your community. Also, well, when we hire people, when we hire you blacks, we'll count you twice. So if we hire a black woman, we count her as a black person and black and woman. You know what I'm saying? So, we made it even harder for your men to get jobs now. You know what I'm saying? The main protectors of the family. You know what I'm saying? So, and what it did is the, it basically turned the black women into, basically prison breeders. It's a prison breeding program. So we basically keep you in your neighborhood, a poor hood or ghetto. We keep you there, and then we basically, give you the power to destroy your men and the stability of your family. And what it did is it turned a lot of black women into basically they're gonna breed the future prisoners. They're gonna breed the next, be it prisoner, the next, I forgot the word, the next thug. Basically they're gonna breed the next profit maker for a private prison. That was the deal. So the white feminists, aka the white woman who already had rights, was fighting for more rights, you know what I'm saying, who could exist as a person, while the black women who hopped on board this feminist thing when they don't even have human rights. It shows you their priorities. And that black girl twerking during Martin Luther King Day, it's just a sign. It's been going on for years. Black men accomplishments do not matter. She could have twerked during the New Year's, the first day of January. You know what I'm saying? President's Day or whatever. Memorial Day, nope. She twerked. They knew exactly. And the thing is, Black Lives Matter is basically a brand, and it's led by, mostly a brand made to continue the destabilization of black men and the black family. You know what I'm saying? So to me, man, it's just a sign that, because the thing is this, another thing is this, by joining the white feminists, the black women were, you know, given some, they thought, maybe we'd get closer to the white man. Maybe we'd get easier access to the white man, you know what I'm saying, by joining them, you know what I'm saying? And then the other thing is, in doing so, they were given total power over the black man's fate. That's why you see black communities in total destruction and disarray, man, because they chose the power over their people. You know what I'm saying? And now you have, basically a high level of tension. And the other thing is, it's a simp breeding program, because you have to look at if you put an image side by side of a black man and a black woman, black men used to, like I said, I'm gonna do a video on this, but black men had Jerry curls, which was, probably the most inferior thing you could do, is that we're gonna grease up our hair to get it straight. So we're basically gonna get our hair to look like the white man's hair. But I'll do another video on that, later. But basically, if you put a side by side photo of a black man, your average black man. You put a side-by-side photo of your average black woman. And what you'll see is that, the black man is usually natural. You know what I'm saying? He's got his natural hair, and he's proud of it. You don't even call it natural. He just says, that's my hair. He's proud of his features and his genetics. On the other side, you'll have the usual black woman, which is idolizing the white feminist, so she's wearing a wig to cover up her natural hair. You know what I'm saying? She's wearing eyelashes that, aren't natural to her own eyelashes. Then she's probably perming her hair, perming it straight. She's basically advertising to the white woman that I want to be just like you. I'm loyal to you. I hope to get access to your men. And I'm against the features of the black man. I hold no loyalty to them at all. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you see a lot of women with their permed hair, they don't understand the psychological damage. You know what I'm saying? A woman that is perming her hair and doing all this stuff is that, when you have a child, that child is being bred, given life from someone with an inferiority complex. So that child from birth is being born from a source of inferiority. And then, because of the destruction of the black father and, how the black women in the 50s, decided to eliminate that black man in general, so great grandmothers and so on chose to eliminate the black man. That's why I say in 1950s, that's why I say the Black Panthers were doomed from day one. The government infiltrated the greatest thing, they infiltrated your women. Once they infiltrate your women, which the majority of you will seek to breed, seek to have children with and marry and so on, the government's already won. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you see this black chick twerking during Martin Luther King Day, because the thing is this, the betrayal to the black man was done long before Martin Luther King. It was in the 50s. It was in the 50s. It was done before Martin Luther King gave a civil rights speech. And the thing about this, the civil rights was it was about taxation without representation. As in, black people were paying the same taxes white people were paying, but they weren't getting access to, the bathrooms and so on and public locations when their taxes paid to maintain it. It had nothing to do with, I want to sit with your kids. I want your kid to eat with my kid. There's some stories about Martin Luther King. But the thing is this, man. The black man, technically I'd say this, man. The majority of the thing is this, the majority, I'd say over 70% of black men, technically, you wouldn't be able to say they're, men to begin with, because those men tolerate, and the thing is this, it's global. I'm going to do a video on what I call Negroes pro-inferiority, because the black man will literally breed and have a child with a woman that doesn't want his genetics. You know what I'm saying? Once a woman literally perms, wears a wig to conceal her hair, isn't proud at all. And here's the thing, it's not even just the pride, it's that thinks it's positive to have an option to hide and conceal her genetics. The genetics that you, a black man, would offer to her. Thinks it's, I've seen it where, I'm gonna go natural today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna wear a wig. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go natural today. I'm gonna remove my perm. I'm gonna go natural today. I'm gonna remove my relaxer that straightens my hair. You got to understand the message that sends, to the world. And it just shows that I'm not loyal to my genetic makeup. You know what I'm saying? Black people are the majority with nappy hair and so on. And you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? There's certain styles you can pull off because of that nappy hair that straight-haired people can't. And the majority of other races, Indian, Asian, white, Latino, every other race except blacks and I think a few other races, you know what I'm saying, if they have Negro in them, they tend to not have, they have nappy hair. But the thing is this, man, the disrespect, it's nothing new. I mean, it's been going on since the 1950s. It's still going on now because the thing is this, and you gotta look at the death toll. Every time it's big news that a black person dies, it's a black man. You know, at some point you think black men would wake up and say, damn, man, yeah, you think at some point black men would wake up and say, damn, every time someone dies, it's one of us. What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? What is the root of all this? And they would turn around and see that, man, it's their opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's the opposite sex when it comes to their own. And who openly walk around flaunting, I look my best when I conceal my genetics and, my genetics. You know what I'm saying? And I'm advertising towards any man with straight hair to take me. And I mean, a lot of black men they're walking away from it. I think the numbers that more than 40% of black men do not have children in America. Over 40%. So I mean, they're doing something about it. But the thing of this, that black chick twerking during Martin Luther King Day, you know what I mean? From a guy like me, that's to be expected. Because black men's accomplishments do not, by and large, it don't matter. It doesn't matter to the opposite sex, the black woman as a majority. It doesn't matter. Because if it did, you would see that the majority of black women do not put their black men on child support. The majority of black women do not divorce their men because they understand if you're so aware of a disadvantage in the government, you know what I'm saying, to black people and so on, you would not participate to empower them. But you would participate when you have an advantage. You would not see losses. And that's what's happened. That's what's been happening for over 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Since 1950s. You know what I'm saying? So it's been like that. And it had the younger black women say, man, I'm not going to screw my men like my great grandmothers did. We're not, we're going to vote to push out all these programs that target us. You know what I'm saying? That target to destabilize our family. But being able to be, have that advantage, have that rope over the black man's neck, that power to be able to call the cops and know that, if you're vengeful, you'll have this black man eliminated in a second. You know what I'm saying? Throwing him into the court system when you know he has no representation. You know what I'm saying? Well, this has been Hold the Truth Hostage, where if the truth was so important, wouldn't negotiate with lies. I'm gonna do more videos, man. I'm gonna start doing a series called, the Civil War. Black men versus black women. The Civil War. Because, man, someone else did it called, you know what I'm saying, Sad Black Woman Channel. He did a video on it. Tommy Sotomayor's done some videos, but I think they don't touch up on the psychological. They don't go deeper into the mental aspect. Because, man, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a video series on that. Well, all right. Peace.